Well, after a little digging, it appears Christine Ford may just have an axe to grind with Kavanaugh, but it has nothing to do with anything that happened between them in high school. Ford is a professor of psychology and statistics at Palo Alto University, who apparently goes out of her way to take a stand against President Trump and his administration. Back in January of 2017, she wore a version of a pink hat used by feminist activists as she marched in opposition to proposed policies of the president. But her quarrel with Kavanaugh may go much deeper than his simply being the chosen nominee of President Trump. Facts are now emerging that Brett Kavanaugh's mother, Martha, was a district judge in Maryland in 1996. Astonishingly, she also happened to preside over a foreclosure case against none other than Christine Ford's parents. As it turned out, Martha Kavanaugh ruled against Ford's parents on a property in Potomac, Maryland, though it never resulted in the seizure of the property. Yet this potential conflict of interest is going totally unmentioned by the media, who seem more concerned about playing up unverified charges than looking into a possible case of revenge. Christine Ford's attorney, Deborah Katz, is also a major donor to the Democrat Party and has called people who work for President Trump miscreants. Katz says those who work for the president are worse than deplorables and has made a career out of dismissing sexual harassment cases against liberal politicians. In fact, Deborah Katz, the woman who is supposedly a champion of women's rights, downplayed and ignored complaints against former President Bill Clinton and even Minnesota Senator Al Franken. Katz claimed that Paula Jones, who was sexually assaulted by Clinton, had a very weak case against him, and that the situation lasted only 10 to 12 minutes, and that she suffered no repercussions in the workplace. Katz even went as far as to say that if a woman came to her with a similar case, she would tell her that it's unfair, but, quote, you don't have a case. A far cry from Katz's current accusations against Brett Kavanaugh. Because for Democrats, it doesn't actually appear to be about Kavanaugh's character. The judge has been praised on all sides from everyone who knows him personally as having a sterling reputation. That includes his former classmates, his friends, and even the mothers of the young girls he coaches on his daughter's basketball team. And if witness testimony is all that matters, then Mark Judge, who was named in Christine Ford's letter and was actually with Brett Kavanaugh on the night in question, should be able to settle the case. Judge called the accusations absolutely nuts and says he never saw Kavanaugh act that way. In fact, Christine Ford herself admits she has a hazy recollection of the night and has given conflicting reports of the event to her therapist and even stated she doesn't remember the incident specifically.